Hey everyone, Soundwave884 here in the Transformers Studio Series review. And this we take a look at the Studio Series Gamer Edition Optimus Prime Voyager class. This is Gamer Edition 03. The first Gamer Edition I've actually bought. I've seen Megatron everywhere. I've seen Barricade. I've seen Cliff Jumper. I have not seen Bumblebee in person, but I'm only going to buy the ones I think look cool. Because I'm not as big on these. I need to focus. I need to slim down what I actually focus on. So this figure here will look pretty cool. I've seen Megatron everywhere. It's like, wow, he's like a shelf warmer. And of course I buy Prime and I can't find Megatron now. That sucks. But Optimus Prime, cool looking figure. Let's take a look at the box right here. It looks here in the video game. Turn side, same thing again. Turn the back. 22 steps get you all the way around. Does have the matrix of leadership in it. Optimus Prime enacts a plan to be captured by the Decepticons in an effort to save Zeta Prime. This is the Kaon Prison Break. Optimus Prime comes with a rifle and a battle axe. And you just have the inside pieces here, which is like the background of Cybertron, or the prison part from the game. Now with the figure here, we do get his accessories. We get his rifle, right here, which actually tabs into his arm. We'll have to actually remove part of him to get that on. Then we have his battle axe here, which has a piece. You can keep it like this, which looks really cool on its own. But you can also split it here. Open it up, and this piece here, these two little pegs will just peg in like right there. So that one peg will go right into that. Boom. And this will go into his left arm. You can put it in his right if you want to. If you don't want him to have his rifle, you can go either arm. But there is a problem with this arm, and I would say this will actually go better into his left. And that's why they show it in the box and on the instructions. What you want to do is just take it, stick this piece into his hand, all the way through till you get the piece on the bottom side. And you have the underside here. And we'll just put it in. And there you go. You have his battle axe, which is a huge one at that. I mean, he could definitely slay a few Decepticons with that. And actually, it wants to weigh his elbow joint down a little bit there. Bring it up. So definitely a humongous battle axe. Now right here in this arm, this is the problem. It pops right off. This is how the gun goes on. There's a peg here in the elbow joint. Pegs into his arm. And it's fairly easy to knock that arm right off. God, stand up, dude. That was my fault. User error. He's not like he's going to tipple because of the axe. And he has the peg hole here. And we should just go underside like this. And now you have his gun on. And yes, this does support blast effects, which is cool. We finally got a weapon now again that supports some good blast effects, so he can run, gun, and slash the Decepticons on the side as well. Now if you put his gun arm on, what you can do with his other arm, his actual form here, he has this little peg here, got a peg right here in his butt, and you're just going to peg that right in his ass, and there you go. He's got a handy ass, so there you go. So it just stores right there on in his butt cheek. I think I'm constipated. Alright, close look at the head sculpt. Nice blue painted eyes here on the inside. Head is kind of small in proportion to his humongous body. He is a Voyager class figure. So I do remember the other figure having like a small head to this, in proportion to the rest of his body as well, in my opinion. Anyway, turn to the back side. Holds the whole front of his vehicle mode back here, rear end, of course, and go back here. I know there are upgrade kits to this figure you can purchase online. I think DNA or someone has made some for this figure. This is what I was saying, store this in the left arm, because you put that in that arm, you're going to take it out, you're just taking the whole form right out of the figure. So, articulation, you got good articulation here. You got nice shoulders, so I knock that right off. And you can 360 them around as well. Get your upper bicep swivel, elbow bends slightly more than 90. You do have wrist swivels as well. It doesn't go 360 because you eventually hit the piece here on the side. You do get 360 waist swivel, and you just sort of have, it's not loose, but it is kind of bothersome. You got upper thigh swivels here, kick all the way up to there, kick back not as far, knee bends to there, ankle tilts to there, and you can sort of rock them back and forth for toe taps because of transformation. Head articulation, you got a good up, a slight down, And you can 360 it all the way around. This arm here is going to be the death of me because it just wants to keep falling off all the time. Of course, look at the details on the figure. We got some silver paint painted here into the legs. We got some red paint here on the sides. You see the smokestacks there. Red paint here on the waist, on the crotchals. It's supposed to have more paint here. They didn't touch that part up, so it doesn't have paint everywhere. He's supposed to actually have paint. Nice paint on the face as well. Turn to the back side. Then you get the Autobot insignias here on the shoulders. Open this up. Now we get his matrix of leadership. This tabs in. You can't untab out. And let's see. This is the one that comes with, I think, the Red Series Galvatron. So it's slightly different than that. So you have different matrices that we can, matrices that we can put with different characters. That's what's cool. Tab that back in. Optimus Prime in robot mode. Only con, really, that form does not want to stay tabbed on at all. If I fart in its general direction, it's going right into the ground. So that's the biggest con. I know people aren't too big on the very big empty thighs right here. So you can get some thigh fillers somewhere online. I know someone has probably made some. You can fill that right in. All right, let's do some comparisons. Here he is next to Voyager Class Grapple. Voyager Class Buzzworthy Bumblebee Dying Ironhide. And next to Core Class Volcanicus. Why not? Alright, so let's transform this figure. This forearm here will probably pop off during this transformation, but we'll just get it started. So first thing we're going to do is straighten the arms out. Try to keep that forearm attached. You're going to take his shoulders, arms, you're going to bring them up like this. You take this piece, you want to pull them out. Turn to the back side, pull this piece down, pull this piece out, extend it. 180 it around. You want to take his chest piece here. We're going to bring this back until it snaps. Bring his arms around with it too, like that. And you just want to make sure his arms are all lined up because this is going to end up being like the front of the car. I'm going to take this here. We're going to bring this back up right now. Take him 180 him at the waist. Come down here to the legs. Undo these side pieces. You can go ahead and try to bring his legs up at the hip. There is tabs in here. See these tabs, and there's tabs on the foot. We're just going to tab him all together, and this piece of plastic here will bend because the tab is so strong. See, it wants to bend. Hook that in, tab the feet, everything like that. And you're going to take these wheels, bring them out until they snap into place. It's a light snap, but it's there. And when you transform it back to robot mode, you want to push them in until they snap there too. So bring around, snap. Come to his feet right here. Bring this part down. You're going to fold his feet in. And we want to take his arms. We're going to bring them underneath. So they're going to go this way on the shoulders. Yeah, that's one thing. He's got that loose, like, mushroom peg swivel here, so he's going to be floppy until you get them all tabbed and locked in. At least my copy is. Maybe your mileage may vary with yours. As we do this, we can see we got a slot here and a tab here, so we want to angle the arms. Oh my god. That forearm's going to make me mad. And we're going to do this, bring it together, and we're going to tab that together. You can almost just tab the forearms and stick this arm right back in. Then we're going to take the legs. There are these two tabs right here, these slots right here. We're going to bring them back down. It's going to be hard to show on camera, but as you bring this down, we're going to put his arms there. And we got to line that up. And we got to push those in. Now we've done that, we take this right here. We're going to bring this to the front. And there's tabs here. And there's these little tabs here. We're going to put it down, and we're going to close his arms around it to make the front of the vehicle mode. You got to get it to where it goes like that. So we want all the tabs. One's up here in the front, up here, and these back there. And we're going to bring this down. Now there are tabs on the side of this, which are going to go in the slots right here on this. So we want to take these little pipes, angle them up. And we're just going to close this in. Also, there's little parts here are going to lock in into this part here. So we just got to line all that up. We just got to push it in. Same on this side. This is all about lining everything up and getting it tabbed all in. And there you go. You have finished Optimus Prime into his vehicle mode. Very, very simple. Not very complex at all. And you can see right off the bat the big problem. This has been mentioned months ago. I don't know why it took so long for this to actually show up at retail around me. But just gotta get them all tabbed in. That's probably the biggest flaw in the vehicle mode, is just the ass end of this. And I know there are upgrade kits that you can buy that will fill in the back side to hide the arms, the visible hand syndrome. So we're going to take a look at the vehicle mode and do some comparisons. We'll pop right into the comparisons first. Since I just reviewed this guy, we have Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Ratchet, Voyager Class Trash Master, the Master of Trash. We have an old, I think it's Thrilling 30 Generations Voyager Class Roadbuster. And this guy's got some beefy tires, but yeah, it's pretty cool right here in comparison with these guys. Closer look at the vehicle mode. Nice wheels, does roll very well. Boom, boom. Comes to spin around a little bit. Pipes here. I kind of wish they were more silver in color than just gray, but kind of color like the paint here, you can always touch that up yourself. I just wish it matched the silver on the painted. But I guess they didn't want to paint this because you're moving it around. You might end up scratching that up, but the gray plastic matches the other gray plastic on the Transformer. Like I said, the only really bad side here is the visible hand syndrome in the back. Otherwise, he's not bad overall. Decent transformation, simple enough, easy enough to figure out and repeat. It's very satisfying, especially on the, I think on the way back to robot mode, it feels even better. Now, if you want to store his weapons in the vehicle mode, first you want to take his gun right here. These two extended part tabs right here. Come down here to the leg mode. There's these little two slots. We'll take that. Line it up, push it in, and there you go. You got his gun, and like I said earlier, that does support blast effects, so you can have it shooting out over the top of the vehicle mode. Now you can take his battle axe. This side here, you can see he's got these little dips right here for these two little tabs at the top. You can take this and just tab that on there, so then you have that on there as well. You can do with that what you want. I really don't like the axe on top, so I'll probably just keep the axe to the side. I have my vehicle and just leave the gun sitting up top because I like the look of that just a little bit more. I'll go ahead and transform him back to robot mode on camera just because it's very satisfying and very simple. You just want to undo the sides here. Bring inside, push these down. And come back here to this piece. Just raise that up. I'm going to take the arms, untab them. That form will probably fall off. Bring the legs up. You want to fold the feet in. Or the wheels in. This is going to form the legs and the feet and everything. Now the feet are right here. So we got to get a hold of those. We can go and split the legs apart. Makes it a little bit easier for me anyway. Bring the feet up. And you want to bring these pieces. You can see there's little tabs here. You want to bring that down and you'll tab that in. Now lock the shins into place. You bring these down here. There you go. Now we bring his arms out to the sides. And you're sort of just repositioning him for when he goes back to robot mode. 180 the waist around. Get him facing the right way. Go ahead and straighten out his legs. I'm going to take his arms here. I'm going to bring those out. Bring this back. 180 that around. And come here. See that form. That's the biggest complaint about this figure is that. Take this. You just want to bring this down and around. Take his head. Straighten it up. And you want to spin his arms around. Until you get this piece here facing you. Take this piece here. You want to bring this up. And fold this piece down. Now you can close the arms on those sliders. Bring it in. Turn them at the shoulder. Bring them down. Turn them at the shoulder. run him down. And you got him back in robot mode. Just got to reattach his form here. There we go. Biggest complaint, the biggest knock on this figure is that form. There you go. Very easy. Now let's get to our final thoughts. Alright, so final thoughts here on the Gamer Edition Studio Series War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. It's a very nice figure. I like the big beefiness he puts off in robot mode. And then in vehicle mode, he actually informs a big, again, beefy alt mode. Now, robot mode, the only really complaint I have on the figure is just that form not staying pegged on. It pops off too easily, but it's the gimmick for the figure to replace it with his rifle. And I kind of wish he'd just handhold it, but I guess in the video game, you know, he would transform it a lot like they do in the movies. Battle axe here, big, cool, I like it. You can actually keep it this way, so it's like this, or you can fold and open it up. That's up to you, either way you want to do it. I do like the battle axe. I also do like that the rifle can support blast effects. Now, vehicle mode, that's where the ass end of this is not that good. You can get the visible hand syndrome. If you want to cover up, you got to spend more money than the $35 price tag for this figure in North America, or in the United States anyway, to get it to be even better. I think for Studio Series, it should have been that way already, but I understand cost and everything. It's not perfect. It's still a very good version of Optimus Prime, even if you're not into the video games. It's a good, you know, alternate Cybertronian version of Optimus Prime. And I do like the fact that he's got that little matrix hidden inside his chest. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. Until the next ones, peace out.